In this video, we're going to look at LM Studio. Your desktop may look a little bit different than what you're seeing in front of you on this video. In order to start LM Studio, you probably won't have a shortcut like you see on the left-hand side for me, but you'll be able to get to LM Studio by clicking on the Windows button or the Start button and beginning to type in LM Studio. And you'll see it come up as an app. When you click on it, that will open LM Studio. When LM Studio opens, you may or may not be able to click on that Get Started button. Regardless, we're going to skip the Get Started button. So don't click on it, just click on Skip, which is found in the upper right-hand corner of that LM Studio window. We're just going to click on Skip. And that lands us in the LM Studio application itself. Within LM Studio, we're going to check the settings first. And in order to do that, that's down in the bottom right. You see the gear icon way down in the bottom right called App Settings. And click on App Settings, and you will see the Mission Control dialog open. Within that Mission Control dialog, click on Hardware, and you should see the hardware that you're using. It'll be an NVIDIA GeForce RTX of some kind, I think in the 5000 series. The one I'm using is in the 4000 series. But you want to make sure that that's clicked there. And it definitely should be. All right, so you can close the hardware settings. What will happen then is the LM Studio will offload processing to that GPU for us, and things will be much faster. All right, within LM Studio, we want to select a model to load. However, we've not downloaded a model yet, so let's click on Select a Model to Load across the top. And then we'll click on the model that's there, or it's already clicked by default, and we'll download that GPT OSS 20V. Quick note on version numbers, I'm using 0.3.24, and the current model for OpenAI that they have to download is the 20B variant of their open source model. Those numbers might change by the time you're viewing this video, and things should work the same. If they don't, I'll re-record a video, but things should work the same as they are, and regardless of minor versions that come up. So if you don't have the exact version, you can still proceed as normal. Click on Download, and then the model will begin downloading. All right, we can see that that has finished downloading, and I'm going to go back into the model and let it finish downloading, even though it says downloaded there. Still downloading here, in progress. Little UI tweak that could happen. Okay, so still working on that download. There we see it down in the bottom right. The download has completed and has also loaded. And so the next thing to do, pattern for LM Studio, once we have that model downloaded, we need to load that model. And we do that by clicking Select Model to Load across the top and clicking on the only model that we have downloaded here. We can manually choose parameters, but for now we're just really trying to get up and running. So I'm going to choose that model that was downloaded, and you can see the progress bar indicating that the model is currently being loaded into LM Studio. All right, with the model loaded now, we can start a chat with that model and actually talk to the model that we have running here locally. So I'm going to ask it what games it can play. lots of games to play, and so let's pick one that's quick. You can pick whichever one that you like. I'm just going to pick Guess the Number. Just because the default was 1 to 100, I changed the range to 1 to 101. And now let's see where the guess is. Let's try 51. So the number is higher. Let's try 76. And now you can see with that local language model, sometimes the response isn't exactly what we think it's going to be. I'm guessing, based on what we see here, that the response is supposed to just simply output the word lower. So I'm going to guess that that's what it's doing, and I'm going to place 65 in there. We can see the LLM is sometimes struggling when it is working here. So there you go. That is using an LLM. For now, we're done with this video, and thank you for watching.